to recharge our wells, to recharge our spring lines, and to slow the erosion here.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Burtner with School of Permaculture, and guys, I got a great tip for you today. I'm here with my new friend, Warren Bush. How are you, brother?
Doing good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hug him right here.
All right, Nicholas. Good.
And behind, and we got another one. There it is.
Mommy.
Yeah, we always keep it real here on camera. Yeah.
Come to Grampy.
What we got behind us here is a swale, and how long was this one put in?
Well, all of these swales that are here were put in last December. It's interesting timing. We were at a time where if you looked on the news here in California, you would see all of it was talking about the devastation of drought. Always drought, 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 and it was headlines every day. And a lot of people around the world have heard about it too, but here in California it was very poignant. And we had this course we called Earthworks for Resiliency, and together with Lauren Leindike and my son-in-law Jesse Smith and Gunnar Tottram from Aurelia Ranch, we put on a really beautiful course teaching people around broadacre earthworks for resiliency, to recharge our wells, to recharge our spring lines, and to slow the erosion here. And so this is when this all developed, was just, gosh, what is that? 9 months ago. Yeah.
And in 9 months, you've had a well that you got, well, not just 9 months ago, you drilled a well, and how deep was the well at that time?
Well, we drilled the well a few years ago when we first bought this land, because we were dependent on a municipal water source that was really intensely putting chloramine in the system, which is basically a soil biology poison. And all the farmers in this area that use that water source are literally killing off their soil organisms. And so we knew we needed to develop a well here. And yet, wherever I work around the world, I always look at how do you recharge the well. So not just putting a well in, but how do you recharge it. So a lot of the earthwork structures here were developed before this last rainy season, which is less than average here, yet we're seeing amazing results in the well that we do have here.
And if you know, what are those results?
Yeah.
That has happened?
So we drilled a 1,000-foot well, and which is a pretty reasonable well for this part of California. I know in other parts of the world they're like, oh my God, 1,000 feet, that's so deep. But we drilled that, and the water artesianed up to about 240 feet, and so we ended up not having to put the pump into about 400 feet. But what is amazing is, here it is, we have this these swales put in just before the first rains basically at the end of a 3-year drought. And we had 5 days after we put these swales in, we had this monumental rain of over 2 inches. For this area is huge. And what formerly used to just wash off the topsoil of the land here, we were able to capture all that water and spread it out over the land and sink it in, and literally add to the aquifer that is underneath this land that feeds all of the trees that we have here and all of the plants. And we ended up seeing some amazing results from that. And what we saw was, after this whole rainy season and these earth structures were put in, the water rose to about 20 feet below the surface. And in pumping over 800,000 gallons to feed our over 2,000 trees that we have on this land, we have seen it only drop another 100 feet down. So we're still better than what we first did when we first drilled it. Drilled this well, and I'm actually really grateful to drill the well during a drought, because it's set a different tone for us now. We, you know, as opposed to drilling it during a wet season, which oftentimes I see around the world, people will drill wet season wells and then when it gets dry, they have nothing.
But that's amazing, Warren. Thanks for sharing that tip
Sure.
of the day. What is all the websites that we got going to?
So this farm is CasitasValley.com. We also have our flagship permaculture demonstration site, which is a dryland site not far from here, about an hour and a half up in the pinyon juniper woodland with 6 inches of rain a year. It's called Quail Springs, and that's quailsprings.org. And then also we have a design company that we do work all over the world called True Nature Design, and it's the website's permaculturedesign.us.
Awesome. That rocks, man. You are awesome. And you are awesome.
Yeah.
Look what I got. Yes.
Simon.
Woo! Simon. Guys, also make sure to check out schoolofpermaculture.com. Come take a course from us, hire a consultant, hire Warren, and know that the proceeds from those go to our Aid No Orphanage program. You guys rock. We love you, and we'll see you next time.